All right, so I think it's good now. I think we are officially live. I'm trying to see. Hold on, I'm trying to see
I'm going on YouTube as well.
you can see if it's on. If it's on there.
Yeah, it's on here.
On. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Perfect. Bet, bet, bet. So we are officially live, man. We are officially live. I can't see how many people's in the stream on here, so that is a little bit different than the actual YouTube chat. So if you can see it, let me know. We'll wait.
Right now, it's just me.
Okay,
I
so
think.
we'll give it a couple minutes. As always, I do the same routine. I wait for like at least 3, 4 people to get in here, and then we kind of we get into the conversation. And as always,
Yeah.
appreciate you doing it, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, the Wizards told us, bro, but we got Teflon in the building for this stream, man. Welcome into Teflon for the first time for a dual stream, joint stream, whatever you want to call it. Teflon's going to be on here probably a couple more streams now that he is a level 3 member. So that is the benefit of having a level 3 member. We're going to give it a couple minutes, man. Wait for else to get in here.
So
I know
since the stream started,
Phil's going to be in here soon. So
I have one question for you, Hezo.
what's up, bro?
What does Trey have to do to pass MJ?
It's never going to happen, bro. I'm not buying into it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I just wanted to see
Oh
if I
man,
could get it.
that's nasty. That is nasty.
I just had to see if I could get into it. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not buying into it, man. So how many people we got in here? I can't see. Yeah, no doubt. But we looking like second half Hawks. Yeah, Jarrell. I mean, I think the Quinn Snyder hire is really going to turn this team around, man. I really do. The, from what I watched in the Wizards game, even though we lost that game, which really in reality he like wasn't even really fully the coach of that game. So I don't even really look at that game as the first game of him being coach. I look at the game against the Blazers as his first actual game coaching. So I think the Quinn Snyder hire was great, and it's going to be the success that we need going forward for the rest of the season to string together some wins. So if we win the next 2 games against the Heat, we would be in great position. Yeah, that's what me and Teflon was just talking about before we, went live. If we win these next 2 games against the Heat, we'll be in really good position. But it's the Heat, man. We always struggle
Yeah.
against them. So,
We
uh,
always struggle when we need to win. So
facts. What's up, Khalil? What's up, Khalil? Appreciate you joining, bro. Free 12, man. Yeah. Did y'all see that shit about John Morant?
no.
Bro is wilding, man. What is he on?
He just don't want to be in the NBA. He just don't.
I don't understand what is going through his mind. Like, whenever he's doing shit like that, like, bro, you are a star in the NBA, and he's gonna end up like Gilbert Arenas, except a lot faster.
Yeah.
We said we're gonna split the Heat, probably. Yeah, that's what I said. We might split against the Heat. But we'll see. Quinn Snyder is already motivating more than that. Yeah, I agree, Monk. That's one thing I've been talking about. Just in general is with just you can see the difference with Quinn Snyder and the engagement, the energy, the morale. You can see all that has changed. What's it called? DeJounte Murray just posted on Instagram on a story after the game, after the Blazers game, that Hawks fans were going to love Quinn Snyder,
Yeah.
and that's something we haven't had, man. And I'm looking forward to the future with him. Oh, John thinks tomorrow, bro. That John Morant news is crazy to me, man. John some AB shit. What you think, Teflon? What you think about John, bro?
So I just think it's stupid. Like this man has a $200 million contract and is just trying to get kicked out and never seen again in the NBA. I don't get it.
I don't understand his thought process, man. Like it's like either be an NBA star or go be a thug. Like what you want
Yeah.
to do, bro?
Like
I don't get it. And the crazy thing is that he didn't even grow up in the hood. So like, bro, what are you
yeah,
doing?
like
Like,
you trying too hard.
man, I seen a thing my homeboy sent me on Instagram. Y'all ever seen 8 Mile?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you know that the very end of the movie, whenever Eminem is going at it, is battling Papa Doc, and he's like, "This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence." Bro, they pulled that clip like from that and had like with John Morant. God, it was hilarious. I was dying.
Just thinking about it is funny.
It really is. Did Nate ever believe Onyeka shooting threes? Yeah, I saw the 3 month beautiful shot, and I think that's what we're gonna see more of Onyeka kind of expanding his game because I think that Quinn Snyder wants to unlock him more. And I think
Yeah.
he didn't have the confidence in him to take that shot. And that's why you never saw him able to take that shot, in a game. And keep in mind, I mean, it wasn't like we were blowing them out when he took that shot like he did against Phoenix. So I like that is eventually going to expand. Maybe that means that we can eventually move on Yeka to the 4, which I think would be better suited for him because he is smaller. But what's your thoughts, Stephon?
I like him shooting more. He's not obviously not going to make every single one. We get that, but you got to give him confidence to shoot it because you never know when we're going to need an extra shooter out there who can
Exactly.
at least. We need a center that can rebound and shoot, and if Onyeka can at least prove that he can somewhat make it, that gives us
Yeah.
a lot more than if we just have Clint out there who's going to stand in the paint.
If it
That's what I think.
becomes if it becomes a respectable shot to where
Mhm.
now you have to play him on the perimeter, it's going to open up the game so much more for Trey and DeJounte and Dre and guys like that because now you have to bring that big out onto the perimeter to play him, at the 3 point line. Just if he gets a respectable jump shot, that's all.
Yeah,
It'll be really up for y'all for Onyeka at that point. Ooh, Raptors are winning. Washington not far, but yeah, Louis, we was just talking about that. Me and Stephon was just talking about that before we started the stream. That game, but both teams are like what you said, 2 games back. So it doesn't benefit or hurt us whoever win or lose that game because
yeah,
it's going to be the same result regardless. So I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah,
and
that
we
8
still
mile
play
shit.
the.
Hey, Khalil, did you see that, bro? that 8 mile shit was wild.
It's a 3 point
That was
game
hilarious though.
with 4 minutes
What
left.
is it?
It's a
Three
3 point game with 4 minutes
three
left.
point game. Okay. Coach Flano said we got to get to the 6 seed. We are more talented than Philly. I mean, the Philly's a 3 seed though. I mean, yeah, we can get to the 3. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense because then we'll play Philly in the first round. I don't know if we can beat Philly though, man, with James Harden as opposed to Ben Simmons because
I
that's a
mean,
whole.
who's on their bench? I don't remember. Because
Well,
obviously we
recently
know the
they've been
star.
bringing Tyrese Maxey off their bench and starting what's fucking God dude what the dude um
Anthony Melton,
Anthony
is it?
Melton. Golly, I was literally drawing a blank there. Like D'Anthony Melton has been in the starting lineup, but they're bringing Tyrese Maxey. They got Jaden McDaniels from the Hornets at the trade deadline, which I thought was a great move for them. And then they got Shake Milton who can get hot,
I mean, yeah,
Niang who's garbage. But I mean, they overall, man, as long as they got Embiid and Harden playing well, they're going to be a tough out. So I
that
don't know.
is true.
Obviously, goal is to get to 6, yeah, because we don't want to see Boston or Milwaukee in the first round. If we see Boston or Milwaukee in the first round, we're not winning that series. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know what you think, Teflon.
Look, you know me. I think we beat them
I
all in
know.
4. I think we beat them all in 4 personally, but but realistically, obviously, Celtics are going to be hard. Milwaukee's going to be hard. Now, I personally think we can beat Milwaukee, but it's not going to be easy. If
I think we got a
everything
better
has to
shot.
go right, everything has to go right for us to beat Milwaukee.
Yeah,
But it's like Philly, they're going to average 30 free throws a game. We know this,
facts.
but
And we've seen Joel Embiid dominate Clint, like
yeah.
dominate him.
So
So
it's
I
really
just
a
don't
tough
know.
matchup. I favor Philly way more than I do.
Yeah,
Like,
I would definitely like. As crazy as it sounds, I think that we would probably be best suited to play Milwaukee as opposed to because of the matchup. I think we
yeah,
match up well with Milwaukee. Even though I don't think we would win the series, I think we would have the best shot to win that series out of a Philly and Boston because of how we play Giannis. Even though Giannis
mhm,
has got his, against us in a lot of times, Onyeka has shown that he can guard him
yeah,
and maybe not shut him down, but can contain him.
hmm,
It's Drew is the X factor because
yeah,
whenever we played them and he rattled off 10 straight buckets and was like 10 for 10, that's when we lost that game.
yeah.
That's the biggest difference. And then Brooke Lopez going 5 for 5 from 3.
That's
And
just
it's
our
like,
luck.
it's, bro, it happens every time, man. Every single game, it's like someone cooks us. Like
Hmm.
Bradley Bill, who's a good scorer. He's a great scorer in the league, but gave us 37, which was his season high.
Yeah,
That doesn't happen against other teams. It only happens
it's
to
just
us.
us.
Yeah, it's annoying. What's your opinion on giving AJ minutes instead of AJ? Jalen minutes instead of AJ. I was 50-50 on it. I think it would depends on the matchup. Thing is, man, and I actually meant to mention it in my Wizards recap. AJ's been struggling, man. He has not shot the ball well. He has only hit like 2 out of his last like 20 something threes. So he
Hmm.
has not shot the ball well. He's still getting to the paint and everything, but we already know he's not a great defender. So when you factor in him not shooting the ball well with not being a great defender, he now becomes a liability. So
Yeah,
now Jalen can push the break, get rebounds, play a little bit of defense. I like the move, but we'll have to see if it carries over to tonight. So what's your thoughts, bro?
same thing you said. I think it's just matchup wise. Obviously, we know he's struggling, but he can still make a jump shot at any point. It's just
Mm-hmm.
we just kind of I like the way Jalen like runs the ball in transition. I
I
like
love
that.
his transition game, man.
That you
I
did you
think
see
that's his
that
biggest
outlet
strength.
pass he did? He got like a
Yep.
rebound, took one step, and then threw it full court to Sadiq.
And
So,
one thing I like what I'm seeing from Jalen Johnson, and to add on that, is that he's not settling.
hmm
When Nate was the coach, we saw he was consistently settling at the 3-point line. We have not seen Jalen attempt a whole bunch of threes since he's been getting a little bit more minutes. Now I know he
hmm
didn't play against Washington, but against in the Portland game, and he only took 1 3. Obviously missed. I think he took 1 3, but he
hmm
hasn't been settling for jump shots. He's attacking the rim, getting in transition. He's doing a little bit of playmaking, and I like him as a playmaking versatile four. So we'll have to see. I think AJ Griffin has hit that rookie wall.
hmm
So we'll see if he can bounce back. Let me see. Let's go up here. I think my the heck. So if I miss a comment, I can't. Hold up, man. I didn't mean to do that.
I was confused.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn this way this chat thing is, man. I missed a couple comments and it's not letting me scroll up. So,
Oh,
what's your opinion on Bogdan expected to enter free agency? Monk, I'm not surprised by that.
I love it.
I think it's time for him to. I think it's time for Bogey to move on from this team. I mean, I've been very vocal about Bogey and what he's done. So, I mean, I'm a hit or miss on it, but $18 million is a lot to pay for a dude who's just a shooter. I think he's probably going to be looking for a bag unless he's opting out to take a more team friendly deal. Okay, I can understand that. But, what's your thoughts, bro?
I just it has there's I just don't see him getting more than 18 mil. There's just I don't see
Yeah,
it. And
I
like
don't either. That's
he would have to go to a small market team for that to happen. Like that's the only way I see it. If he goes somewhere like a really small market, that's the only way I
yeah,
see him
yeah, I agree
because no one's gonna
because
pay him that.
either a small market or a non-contender. That's the thing. If he
Yeah,
if he doesn't go to a contender, then let me see. I'm trying to catch up on these comments, man. Hold up.
can't scroll up at all.
Even for Frivolent Elgin. Okay. Trey Trey Capella. I mean, Capella might get looked and moved in might look to get moved in the offseason. It just depends on how much they're gonna trust Onyeka as the full-time starting center. So I do agree. I think we should look to shop Capella. It just all depends on what we're gonna get in return.
Yeah,
Let me see. Middleton, not the same player. Khalil, yeah, to an extent, bro. I think he's just trying to get back into a rhythm because he is coming back from his injury. I mean, he missed a large portion of the season. So once Chris Middleton gets back into a rhythm, I think he will be back in the starting lineup, and I think the Bucks will be a threat. I currently have them as the championship favorite, but I'm a little bit biased towards Giannis because Giannis is my favorite player. So, take that for what it's worth. Let me see. And Teflon, jump in anytime, man. When I'm reading these comments, bro, I'm just
I'm
trying to
reading
get caught
too.
up on.
I'm a
Yeah,
slow
I'm just
reader.
trying to get. It's me too. Me too. Because I get caught talking. Monk said crazy Paulo is 3% from three. Yeah, I said
Yeah,
I saw that and I sent it to my homeboy who's a Magic fan, and that is nasty, bro.
I
That
did
is
the same thing
nasty. Like
because
it is nasty.
that's so bad. He was like 1 for 28 or something in February.
I think it was 1 for 35.
That's so bad.
That's all. 1 for 35. I mean,
That's so
I'll be honest
bad.
with you, like Paolo's got a very bright future in this league, man. He really
Mhm.
does. He's a stud, and I think he's definitely the clear-cut best rookie that we have seen this year. I mean, he
Mhm.
was obviously the number one, no number one pick, but he's shown why he's the number one pick. And I think the
Yeah.
Magic got a bright future as well. So I like what I've seen out of Paolo, other than the three ball.
Yeah, that's really
And y'all
bad.
keep firing these comments, man. I got to get caught up. Golly, hold up. Tesh said, "What's up, boys? Congrats on the 1K Heads. Appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that. As always, what's your opinion on Sadiq? He has been decent. I love the Sadiq pickup, man. I touched on that in I touched on the Sadiq pickup in my Wizards recap. Um, from what I saw from Sadiq, with him stretching, be able to stretch the floor, knocking down 3, 4 threes a game. I love seeing that. It gives us another versatile wing that can play the 3 and the 4. It just how Quinn is going to balance the rotation with Dre, JC, Jalen, and like AJ Griffin and Bogey as the wing/fours.
Mhm.
I don't know. Somebody's going to be left out of the rotation. So I don't know if that's going to depend on matchups, but I guess we just kind of have to wait and see.
He's been great. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about him. Man, he's been playing his role and knocking down shots. That's all we can ask for.
Only thing is
Oh
his
man, I'm so
defense is
happy.
a little shaky.
Yeah, it's because he doesn't really move laterally well,
Mhm.
so he gets kind of beat pretty easily. But he's strong,
Yeah.
so I mean it is a good thing to see. But hopefully he can kind of get a little quicker.
Hopefully.
Right. Phyllis said, "My man, I'm so happy Quinn Snyder has got these guys playing like they are losing their minds. I believe they're going to catch them slipping." Yeah, Philip, I definitely again I talked about it before. I love the Quinn Snyder hire. I think he was the right guy for the job. We seen what he did in Utah. He turned Rudy Gobert into a defensive player of the year, and you can just see the difference with the way the guys are playing, the defensive energy, just the overall morale. Like I touched on earlier, and Quinn Snyder has brought that out of these guys, and I think you could see the guys actually enjoy playing for him, and he's instilling confidence and motivation into the guys. And we did not see that with Nate McMillan. Nate McMillan came out whenever he took the head coach job and literally said, "It's not my job to develop these guys." What
Yeah.
the hell kind of head coach says that? So, I mean, I don't know if you want to touch on that anymore, but
I'm trying to see if Miami put their injury report out because I'm wondering if they're resting
uh,
anyone.
I
I haven't
saw
seen
Kyle
anything.
Lowry and Caleb Martin.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the only two that I saw listed. But that was
But
just
no.
on the ESPN app. I mean, you know how sometimes guys are late game scratches and all that. So,
Yeah.
uh, I
I
don't
was just
know.
going to their Twitter and see if they posted it.
Yeah, that's also that's usually the move is to go to Twitter. Let me see. Hopefully AJ Griffin develops well under Snyder. He can literally be a
Oh.
better bogey with defense. Yeah, I agree. I think with him having Quinn now as kind of leader, I think that is the where AJ will really take his game to the next level.
Mhm.
He just has hit that rookie wall. He'll get his shot back. It'll come. But I mean, y'all keep in mind, man, this kid's only 19. So if he falls out of the rotation this year in favor of Jalen Johnson and Sadiq, I'm not really mad at that, man, because he does still have a lot of room to grow and he's got to improve on the defensive end. And Quinn Snyder is a defensive coach, well, and an offensive coach. He's actually both. So unless AJ Griffin's doing one or the other, he's not going to get minutes. So he's got to either hit shots or play defense, and he hasn't been doing either. That's why
Yeah.
I think that's ultimately why we saw him not play against Portland.
Toronto and Washington went to OT.
Oh man, I kind of wish I was watching that game right now, but it's all good.
I don't blame you.
The fact that the Bucks are this good with inconsistent Middleton should terrify the league. Yes, I agree 1,000%. The Bucks have now won 15 in a row, something like that. 15, 14 or 15 in a row. That team's scary, man. They're deep. They're well coached. They have the best player in basketball. There's really no telling. Oh God, I mean, the Bucks can win it all.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're my favorite. I don't want to see them, but at the same time, like I feel like we can beat them, but I don't know if we will,
Yeah.
to say the least. Capella can't make layups. Yeah, that's a damn fact, man. Me and Khalil have chopped it up about that many times while we watching the game, man. It's like when Clint Capella gets the offensive rebound, bro,
He just puts it up.
bro, what are you doing?
Like,
Three,
it's
four
so
people in
bad.
the paint, and he's just throwing it up, and he's oh man, that shit's frustrating to watch, man. Like I said this in past streams, it's like, bro, what do you actually work on in the offseason?
Yes. Like, what does he do?
Because he's not a good free throw shooter. He has never been a good free throw shooter. He's
Mhm.
never been a good offensive player. He's not good around the rim unless it's off a lob. So, like, what is your offseason workout, bro? Like, what do you do?
He must just get rebounds. Like, he must be the guy that
That's
rebounds
it.
for shooters. That's it.
Rebounds and block shots, and his defense has taken a step back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's been okay, but it's definitely taken a step back.
Yeah.
When he gets an offensive rebound, he get contested. That's what I'm saying, man. He just throws it up.
He
Jalen
gets
Williams may have
dribbled and
to.
then tries to dunk or just throw a little hook shot.
Yeah, exactly. Jalen Williams may have just passed Paolo for Rookie of the Year favorite. No, no, no,
No.
no.
Paulo's been doing
Jalen
great
Williams
all
is
year.
yeah, Jalen Williams is solid, but he has just started to come onto the scene over the last like 20, 30 games, as opposed to Paulo's been doing it the whole season. And
Yeah.
Paulo's carrying the whole franchise. Jalen Williams is like a third or fourth option being led by Shea. So
Mhm.
I mean, Jalen Williams is going to make an all rookie team, yes, but he's not. I mean, he hasn't even passed Benedict Mathurin. I think Benedict Mathurin is second right now. But I mean, they're both. This is a really good rookie class from what I've
Yeah.
seen. Really good rookie class. He should only shoot if he has a wide open. Yeah, I don't think Clint should ever shoot unless it's a dunk. Personally,
Agreed. If it's not a
Washington
lob,
tough for his. Yeah, if it's not a lob or a dunk, but see, man, that's one thing that like is it really gets on my nerves with Trey. And I love Trey, y'all know that. But sometimes this man just be trying to force alleys, bro, and it really
yeah.
is annoying because of so many times it ends up in a costly turnover when he's trying to throw a lob to either a backdoor lob to JC or a backdoor lob to Clint Capella, and it ends up getting broken up, and then the other team's out in transition.
Mhm.
Trey's got to clean that up. Obviously, he's one of the best passers, but I think he looks for it too much.
Yeah.
Let's see. Toronto, tough Siakam, Fred, so are Heat. I think Toronto has obviously underachieved this year, but they're capable of making a run because the team that they have with Siakam, with OG, with Fred VanVleet. Now they got Jakob Poeltl. I think that the Raptors, if we see them in a playing game, I don't really love that matchup because we've gotten blown out by Toronto. They 30
Yeah.
pieces early in the season. Now, granted, that was under Nate, but they have so much length, man. And that's what scares me against teams like that, like a Miami, like Toronto, because they have so much length, and that makes Trey uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh, we don't see that tonight. I want to trade 40 piece.
That man, it feels like I feel like it's been so long since we've seen a Trey 40 ball. Am I
It
tripping?
really has. Like it really like he drops 30. He's dropped 30 the last couple, but like 40, I don't remember the last time he's dropped 40.
I think he's only dropped 40 maybe twice this year, 2, 3
I
times.
don't even think he has. I mean,
It
maybe I
can't
don't
be a
know.
lot, man, because he and I guess that's not really a bad thing
Mhm.
because I guess maybe that means he's not looking to score as much, but his shooting percentages are still bad. So
Yeah, they
I
still
mean,
haven't
if he
gone
was
up.
shooting, yeah, I mean, if he was shooting like he was last year, then I think he would be in good shape. But
He'd be
it just
averaging
hasn't
30.
really. Yeah, facts. I think Quinn should move Murray to the point guard and let Trey play the two guard like he did with Donovan Mitchell in Utah. Philip, I think that all depends on how much Trey is willing to play off ball, and I don't think that we're going to see off ball Trey until next season. I
Yeah.
think that I think that once the offseason rolls around, that's when we're really going to see a new system implemented with Quinn Snyder because you can't change a full on system halfway through the season and expect guys to execute it and execute it properly. So I don't really see anything changing in terms of the system. Now, obviously, we've seen a little bit more ball movement, but even still, Trey's still not playing. He's not moving off ball enough, and I think we won't see that until next season. So always a part of lives and watch all your video. Hey, appreciate that, Brad, man. I really appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who tunes in the lives, man. That's why we got Teflon on here for the first time. So if y'all want to join a joint stream going forward, if you become a level 3 member, that is one of the perks to becoming or to doing a joint stream. So Teflon was the first person to do that. So if you become a level 3 member, you can get on the streams with me and Teflon, because Teflon is going to be on the streams now going forward. Not every stream, but a couple streams going forward. So that is a perk. So if y'all want to do that, click the link in the chat. It's at the top of the chat. Scroll up, click the link, and read about it, man. Because there's a couple other dope things, man. I got Trae Young emojis that I made and everything for y'all. So that is available for members. So that's kind of dope. What's up, Jacoby? Appreciate you joining, man. Brad, that being said, I believe ATL will be better with Quinn. Last game, Trey finally let DJ lead with points. He was facilitating small growth, but hopefully continues. Defense looks better already. Yeah, Brad, I agree 1,000%. The only thing I don't want to get too caught up in one win. Yes, it was a great win, but Portland was missing 2 of their top players. They're not a good defensive team, and we still let Dame go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dame's going to probably go crazy regardless, but I think people need to stop overrating DeJounte on the defensive end because he's not a great on-ball defender. We've seen him get cooked numerous times. He got cooked by Bradley Beal. He got cooked by Shea. He got cooked by Dame. Now, granted, those are top guys in the league, but still, he gets cooked, man. And what you think, bro?
I will say, some shots Dame was making, there's not much more you could play on that. You'd have to
That's
jump right over him to block it. But at the end of the day, he still scored 30 plus. That's not you can't let that happen every night. And he's done that a couple times. We don't need that.
And he was making tough shots. That's just what Dame does, man. Dame's still in the top 10.
I like DeJounte guarding the secondary guy. Put Hunter on the first, unless they're Embiid. But you can put DeAndre on the main, their main guy, and then you can have DeJounte on their second option. And then you can worry about that.
Because we've seen what Dre can do on guys the likes of a Jason Tatum, of a DeMar DeRozan. We've seen he can contain them. He don't have to shut them down. He just has to contain them.
Yeah.
If you can hold them under their average to a lower field goal percentage, that's a dub. And that's what DeAndre Hunter does a lot of times. And man, me and you were talking about before the stream. Y'all know I'm gonna come to DeAndre Hunter's defense every single time.
Every time. There's not a time he's not there.
Always. Let's see what kind of comments we got here. I see you use the Trae Young emoji.
Yes, I had let them know what it was.
Yes. I made those, man, and I made those for members for obviously when you become a member you can use the Trae Young emoji. Just a little dope thing to kind of add. Since most of us are Hawks fans that do tune into the streams, so I think it's a little dope thing to kind of have in there. Let me see. I love Quinn Snyder, head coach and signing. Yeah, Jacoby. We all agree. Quinn Snyder has been a great, obviously signing. And this season's not even over yet, and I'm already excited for next season.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just because with Quinn having a full offseason with these guys, regardless if Bogey's gone or whoever's here next year, I think that we're really going to see this team turn a corner. And I think we're really going to see us go into contention next year in the Eastern Conference as long as DeJounte's still on the team.
I'm back excited to watch every game. Just now that
I feel the same way, man, because I'll be honest with you. I was going through a little phase where I don't even want to watch the game tonight. I still did. But it was just I can't stand when I'm watching and I'm looking at this the entire game.
Yeah, he showed no emotion any night.
Bro, he never argued calls. He never lit a fire. You never seen him mad, lighting a fire under dudes. And it's just the guys weren't responding to him. And it was a long time coming. I wish it would have happened way before. But that was kind of on the front office because they didn't want to fire him.
He asked to get let go and go away many times.
He wanted to step down, and Landry Fields was like, "No, we believe in you. We believe in you." Now look, you lost half the season with this dumbass as a head coach, and now we have to try and make up for it with 20 games left.
This shit's stupid.
It's frustrating as hell, man. We didn't get a better backup PG. Still need a one. Thoughts? Leave it. Love you. Um, hold on. Sorry, I was saying about my fiance. Yo, we didn't get a better backup PG. Still need one. Thoughts? Brad, I think it just all depends on what type of offensive system we're going to run in terms of rotation. Because if I like the stagger, so as long as the stagger continues with Trey and DeJounte, we don't necessarily need a backup one. Now, it would probably be beneficial to have another not a maybe not valuable point guard, but like a DeLon Wright type player on
Yeah.
the roster that can come into the game and handle the rock a little bit more because we've seen Aaron Holiday is not it.
Mm.
So
Oh, he would still struggle to get minutes because we're still struggling to already give our lower guys. So it's like with a
that's what I'm
backup,
saying, man. Like,
we wouldn't have much
yeah,
time from him. So like you'd have to take DeJounte out for that backup point guard, or you'd have to take out like AJ or Jalen or Bogey, one of them, just to give
yeah,
that backup
and
point guard some minutes.
that's the thing, and I don't see that happening because there's just not enough room in the rotation. Now that we
Mm-hmm.
have Sadiq Bey, Jalen Johnson, AJ, and Bogey, that's four guys already that are fighting for minutes. And if you add a point guard to that rotation, that means now you have to either cut Trey and DeJounte's minutes, or now you're pulling them both off the court. And I do not like the idea of them both
Yeah.
sitting down because we've seen that happen in the past when Trey's on the bench and not having that lead guard. We've seen it to
Mm-hmm.
disaster,
Last
and
year
that
was
would be the
terrible.
case. Yeah, it was terrible. So I just don't. I don't know if I like the idea of an actual backup point guard, but it just all depends.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we have a shot getting out of the play and getting to the six. Yeah, Jacoby, we definitely got a shot. I mean, we're only what 3 games
Two and a
back
half.
from
I
six,
think it's two and a
three and a
half.
half.
I'm gonna look. Oh,
Yeah, it's two.
and
See what it is.
Toronto's gonna win this game. They're up by 7 with 10 seconds left.
Oh yeah, so they got that. So
We
if we
are,
beat the Heat,
yeah, we're exactly 3 games behind the
so we're
Nets right now.
exactly yeah, so we're exactly 3 games back. We're not catching New York. We already
Mm-hmm.
know because New York has been on fire. They've
Yeah.
been on fire lately. We're not catching them. But if we can get to six, only 3 games back. But these next 2 games against Miami tonight and Monday are going to be very, very crucial. So I
Did,
think it's going to, and then we got Washington again, two
mhm.
games on the road. Those are two big games.
Did you see
Yo,
Julius's Randle game winner?
yes,
That was the luckiest
insane.
shot I've ever seen, but I love it. I love it.
I I can't stand Julius Randle.
I
I
can't
can't
either.
stand him. But it was a hell of a shot.
That
And
was the one
and
time I
credit to
enjoyed
the Knicks,
watching it.
man. Like the Knicks have been playing extremely well, and I give them a lot of respect. As much as I hate the Knicks, I really do. I got to give respect where respect is due because Jalen Brunson is on one,
Hmm.
and he has been playing top level point guard basketball over the last like 20 games, and I don't think he's getting enough respect. So the Knicks are going to be a tough out in the first round, man. They really are. But we know how Julius Randle goes, kind of on the back of a milk carton in the
Yeah,
playoffs. So
we saw it happen. So
I would love to see them in the first round, but we'd have to get to 4 or 5 to see
yeah, and
that, and
that's
that ain't
not going to
happening.
happen at
Yeah,
all.
that's not happening. Bogey's going to be a free agent. Yeah, Jacoby, we was talking about that earlier. He said he's opting out, but we'll see what he decides to do. Can you do me a favor and send my 9-year-old daughter Sophia a shout out? She turns 10. Hey, shout out to Sophia, man. Hector's daughter Sophia. She turns 10 next week. Shout out to Sophia.
The
Appreciate you
one
joining, Hector.
the one thing I will say about Bogey declining, if we don't bring him back, that does give us more money to re-sign DeJounte or re-sign Sadiq or
You're right.
pay a Kungwu
And
or whoever.
I think that's gonna be big because I don't think you make that Sadiq Bay deal
Hmm.
without intention of re-signing him.
Yeah.
So he's on a team option at the end of this year. They'll obviously accept that, but then he's going to be looking for probably a long-term deal. So
Hmm.
now, do you maybe look to move off of JC for the thousandth time
Yeah.
and maybe move Sadiq into that starting four role? I don't know, man. It's gonna be a lot of interesting. It's gonna be an interesting offseason this year, especially
Hmm.
because it's under a new head coach. We just kind of gotta wait to see how it plays out and see who fits with Quinn Snyder at the front. So
Because who knows, Jalen could develop to be that starting four as well.
exactly because Quinn likes. I mean, Quinn's an excellent development coach. I mean,
Hmm.
we saw it in Utah. So he could be. He really could be. If he extends his range and hits jump shots more consistently and is
Mhm.
more aggressive, I think Jalen Johnson could be the answer at the the power forward position going forward. As much as I love JC, he has been bad this year, man. He has been
He
bad.
really has.
Sometimes sometimes he shows his moments, but I hate the fact that he stays on the 3 line and he
Yeah.
consistently just camps out at the 3 point line.
He's
That's
like
not his
shooting like
game.
19%, like what is it, like 21% or something like
I
that?
think it's like 21, 20, 23, something like that.
Like,
Um, I don't know, man. It's tough to watch.
yeah, he's
Let me see. Watching every video from Australia has. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I say I appreciate it. I don't know every time I see somebody's comment like that, but I really do appreciate it, man. For everybody that tunes in, I mean, you're tuning in from Australia, man. That's the fact that I have reached somebody in Australia makes me feel good.
yeah.
So I really do appreciate that. Um, Toronto beat Washington. They scare me. Yeah, Louis. I don't. I mean, we're not going to see them in the first round if it does happen. Maybe in the play-in, but hopefully we won't have to be in the play-in. So
Hopefully.
uh, the head coach signing is pretty much a next year move. We just got to finish this season. Yeah, I agree, Jacoby. I think that's when we'll see this team kind of take that next gear, shift into that next gear is next season. I think the rest of the season is kind of just like a trial and error, and whatever happens in the playoffs, yeah, if we make that Cinderella run, it's great, but I'm not going to expect it.
Yeah.
So and Teflon, let me know if I'm rambling too much and you want to say, Hezo, shut the fuck up and let me talk, bro.
I won't say that, but I don't want to get kicked
I
out on my
know.
first time.
I'm just fucking with you, bro. But yeah, anytime, and like I said, man, anytime, just jump in. Whenever you want to respond to comments or whatever. Um,
Hold up. I'm about to put a good comment
uh,
for you.
you said you got a good comment for me.
Yeah.
What is it?
Hold up. There we go. Just, whenever you see that, you'll see it.
Oh yeah, I'm not. Man, my man's gonna stay on that.
Yes.
Let me scroll back up here and get these last couple comments, man. Toronto about to be. Oh yeah, okay. I just saw that one. If we lose Bogey, are we still good? Yeah, I think so, Jacoby. Because
Yeah.
um, I think that AJ Griffin's going to move into that role next year as that kind of main shooter off the bench, that shooter shot creator, and AJ is going to obviously improve over the offseason. He's going to get better. He's going to mature more. I think Bogey's time on this team is up, man. At the end of the season, I think it's
Yeah.
up. I don't really see a reason for bringing him back when we have a guy like AJ Griffin who plays that same exact type of role off the bench. I don't really see a reason for bringing him back. So I think we'll be fine, Jacoby.
I think you.
Let me see. I agree about AH. We need someone better than him. Drop Holiday and Fine was better, man. Yeah, I mean, would it be great to have another point guard on the roster? Absolutely. That's not named Aaron Holiday. Absolutely. Because you never know when a guy's going to get in foul trouble. You never know when a guy's going to get hurt. It's always great to have, a player that can come in and provide valuable minutes off the bench. But again, it's just, I don't know how many point guards are going to want to be in that type of role, an injury replacement role, and like a kind of fill-in minute role. I don't know. What you think, bro?
Oh, hold on. My mind went blank. I was reading Khalil's comment.
I was
Yeah.
just talking about the backup point guard position.
I like like
That
like I said, I agree. Like we do. It doesn't always hurt to have that backup, but we don't have room for him. Like obviously injury can
yeah,
happen, but we don't want to obviously prepare for it, but we don't want that to
yeah,
happen. So it's more or less if we want a good backup point guard, we're gonna have to pay something.
yeah.
Like, and we don't have
You're gonna have to
money.
pay for him, and you're gonna have to figure out a way to fit him in the rotation. And
Yeah, and
I don't think that's gonna be the
no point
case.
guard is gonna want to come to us and just sit on the bench every game, knowing that they could be somewhere getting their name out and at least having a chance
Bingo,
to make money instead of sitting on
bingo.
our bench every night.
Especially if even if you bring another point guard in, if he's undersized, you can't play him with Trey. So
Yeah,
you're already taking an L on that. Like you can't play Aaron Holiday and Trey together. It just doesn't work. They're
yeah,
too small. Even like Aaron Holiday is a solid defender at his size. He's still 6 foot, man. Like
hmm
there's only
yeah.
so much you
That's
can do with two 6 foot point guards.
yeah. One's bad
So
enough.
Brad said you're doing a live recap after the game. Yes, I am doing a recap tonight, man. Again, I apologize for not doing one last night, or not last night, but yeah, it was last night.
Yeah.
I did not do one last night, as y'all know. Again, me and Teflon was talking about before the stream. Um, I do got a personal life, man, and I do my best to get out as much recaps as possible and for every game. But there are nights, man, where I want to kick it and I want to have a couple beers, you feel me, and just watch the game and not have to worry about a recap after. And I touched on it before. Y'all know I work a 9 to 5. I had a long week at work, man, and that's the reason why I did not get a recap out last night. But I will be getting a recap after tonight. So y'all keep a lookout for
Let's hope it's a good one. Let's hope it's a good recap.
that. Facts, because if it's not, y'all gonna see me depressed as hell.
I'm gonna see the title Miami Heat destroys Hawks or something. It's gonna be like Jimmy Butler goes for
Oh,
40.
and then you're just gonna see me with a plain ass face, like really.
Yeah.
I hate it. Fred just said clutch shots. Louis, I still feel Murray was very expensive for. I mean, was he expensive? Yes, but that's what it takes. Um, that's what it takes to get an all-star caliber player. I mean,
Mhm.
we've seen trades like, I mean, oh, man, Rudy Gobert was 5 first-round picks. I seen a thing on Twitter, man, about the Paul George trade from whenever Paul George went to
Oh,
the
I know it's. I think you either retweeted
Clippers.
or commented about it, but I
Yeah,
remember I saw it.
I commented on it, and when you look back at that trade, with the amount that the Clippers gave up to get Paul George,
Yeah.
Shea in like 5 first-round picks, bro, that is insane. So us only giving up 3 first-round picks for DeJounte, I think it's yes, it's not great, but it's also not bad either because now that Quinn Snyder's the head coach, I think we can really see the elevation of him in trade.
Now I
So
will say
I think
before we move. Oh, my bad. My bad.
no, you're good. Go ahead, bro.
So obviously we're not having the season we all wanted where we thought we could be top five, but like we're not getting the wins. But Dejounte's still having a career year. He's
Yeah,
having his career high in points, his like shooting percentages, all this.
his
So
three
it's
point
like
percentage is his career high.
yeah, and it's I think it's was it field goal? I don't remember. It was some of his percentages are career high. He's still having a career year, so it's not like
Yeah,
we got like nothing in return. He's still being great for us. Obviously, the wins aren't
exactly.
coming out, but like
It's like
now with the new head coach, I like it better.
and that's the thing. It's like I think that Nate was the reason, obviously, for all that to where why we're not winning ball games. Yeah, Dejounte's had he has had a great year, but it
Hmm.
hasn't equated to wins. But that's because of Nate McMillan. And
Hmm.
it's on Trey as well because Trey's having a poor shooting year, so that's part of it too. But we'll see if he can pick that up over the
Hmm.
next rest of the season. Uh, I'm not responding to your Trey passing MJ.
Khalil, just spam it because we're gonna get an
Khalil's
answer.
gonna have to start spamming it because you already know that someday, man, I'm gonna have to have a conversation with y'all about MJ, man, because y'all don't know.
I saw your tweet. You were like, "What made you wake up and want to hate on MJ today?" or something like that.
Because that dude, I don't follow that dude. He's just on my Twitter feed, and
Yeah,
every single day, bro, I see a post slandering Jordan, and it's like, who the fuck wakes up at 8 a.m. is like,
yeah, like
man, I'm gonna slander Jordan on this post.
like
Like, hobby,
he had to go back. Like I watched the clips. Those are just random highlights of him getting an open
he's like
three.
a freaking cornball.
Like he is.
No, I can't buy into that. Hey, 2 new memberships, man. Spam
Oh,
the dubs in the chat, man. We got Harry just became a level 2 and Brad became a level 1. Spam the W's in the chat, man. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Spam the W's in the chat, boys and girls. If there's any women in here.
nice
Sometimes there
save.
is.
Nice save.
Let me see. Think Quinn Snyder putting this team through some 2 hour hard practice and watching film. Yeah, that's what Phil. That's what Dejounte said after the game. In his post game interview was that because of the way he was, the way that Quinn was practicing them guys with them 2 hard practices, they were prepared for Portland with the defense and everything, and that was a big difference in the game. And I think that with Nate, we haven't seen that, and I don't want to keep elaborating on it too much, man, because we've talked about it all stream. We all
Mhm.
know that Quinn Snyder's the right guy, and we know that this is going to change the team going forward. So I love it. Let me get caught up here because I always fall far behind on these comments,
Yes,
man. I'm just a slow
Khalil.
reader. Hey, hey, chill, bro. Oh my god. I think we should trade Bogey, Collins, and Capella for Dorian Finney-Smith, and Claxton.
Whoa, wait, what
Um,
was that? Hold up. Let
yeah,
me
if
go
you're
back.
doing it on 2K, maybe that's not a realistic trade because number one, we're losing that deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Claxton's incredible. Dorian Finney-Smith is very inconsistent. He's a very good defender, but he's not a great shooter. And Claxton, there's no way that they're gonna move off of Claxton. Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
no chance that Brooklyn moves off of Claxton. So I don't see that happening. Um, we're 3-1 since we let go of Nate. Yeah, Jacob, we've been playing great basketball since the firing of Nate. So, yo, facts. The one dude was on your head about not. Yeah, Khalil, I wonder. I missed your comment whenever you first said that, bro. Whenever like he posted that on my post, I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like,
Did someone really do that?
yeah, bro. Somebody commented on my post last night when I said I wasn't doing it. Wasn't doing a recap, and bro said that it was unacceptable. Um, as a YouTuber, it is my job to consistently do something, and I'm just like, bro, I need you
Bro,
to understand. Like, I do have a personal life, and I have a full time job. Like, like
I'm reading it
I'm
right
not
now.
like I do not do YouTube full time. If I do YouTube full time, it's a different story. But like, I got a full 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday. Like, what I mean? It's
That's
always
crazy.
easy to balance it out.
That's crazy. I just read it.
Yeah,
That's
man. But I mean, I
insane.
don't need to elaborate anymore on that, man. Like, there's always gonna be people out there, man. I don't know
Yeah.
if he was joking or whatever, but I mean, if he is, whatever. I ain't really tripping.
There's
I
some
was
good
upset we
comments I
lost to
think you might have
Washington.
missed.
What'd you say?
There's some good comments you might have missed. I just want to make sure you see them. I don't want them to go unnoticed.
Oh, we're from Khalil. Yeah,
No,
I'm not acknowledging those.
I just had to
Oh,
make
let me
sure
get
you
caught
know
up in
you
these.
saw them.
Oh yeah, I already see them. I'm gonna have to like delete those or something. Uh, Jacoby said I was upset when we lost to Washington on the Quinn Snyder debut. Yeah, Jacoby. The thing is that it wasn't really. I mean, yeah, it was the Quinn Snyder debut, but like he had just got there like 12 hours prior, so like he wasn't even really coaching the team. He had no time with the guys, no practice. So it was really just kind of everybody was kind of out there flowing, kind of freelancing. So I don't really look at that as the first game. I look at the Blazer game as the first official game. Khalil, if you type that in one more time, oh boy. I'm trying to get caught up on these comments, man. And here he is. Jacoby, what's your thoughts on the Quinn Snyder signing? We think it's excellent, man. We all think it's excellent.
Hmm.
Louis, I'm hoping Murray steps up tonight. I'll be pissed if we get 15. If he get 15, we get blown out. And yes, worse compared to trade worse. Yeah, I think last time DeJounte had a career night, I think he did come out with a dud the next night. So that was kind of disappointing. So hopefully we won't see that tonight. We got about 12 minutes left in the stream, boys. I'm gonna try and get caught up on these last comments, man. But Kaluki's spamming all these freaking trade passing MJ shit, and it's putting me behind. You said we need an answer. I hate y'all. Oh man, I have high hopes for the game. I'm being on. Oh, say I got you in the sub, bro. Appreciate the honestiness. Hey, I appreciate you, Brad. I appreciate you becoming a member, and I appreciate the sub, man. Big dubs on that. Typically the streams are, normally people that are always sub to me. So if you're a new sub, man, I really appreciate that. Oh man, let me see. Khalil, you are insanity right now.
I,
And Teflon, shame on you for putting him up to this.
I'm just saying, like, it's a good question. Like, it needs to be answered.
It really
Because, like,
doesn't.
think in 15 years, when Trey lifts up his 15th straight trophy and his 15th straight MVP, and you're like, dang, this was our franchise. This was our MJ, but better. Think of
Man, if
that.
that actually happened, oh
If that actually happened, I'm
That
just
would be
wanting one.
insane,
I just want one.
man. Like 15, I just want one.
Yeah, that's all I want. I just want one.
One and go to the parade. That's all I want.
All I want. I just want to be able to have my 1 year where I can tell everyone that
That's it.
their team sucks and my team's the
That's
best.
it. Exactly. We did this year. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, don't care about anything. My
Hey,
team won.
someday, man. Someday we'll get there.
I have faith. It's gonna be this year.
Man, I really hope so, but I don't think it'll be this year.
I'm hoping for just a second round exit. Just get past the first.
Yeah, if we just, I mean, really, if we get past the first round, I think that's a success. Because of the way that how stacked the East is,
Hmm.
um, and just how talented the league is in general, and the way we started this season. But the thing is, man, we can't keep starting seasons like this. We can't.
Yeah,
Like if we start this next season, at 500 over the first like 20, 30 games, at some point we're going to start pointing the finger at some guys on the roster as opposed to
yeah,
the
because
coach.
the coaching blaming can go so far. Now, obviously, we know Lloyd Pierce wasn't good. Nate McMillan wasn't good.
Yeah,
But
we knew
like,
LP wasn't it.
at some point, you can't just keep having these dud seasons and
Yeah,
then try and restart.
that's
Like,
what I'm saying. So like next year, I think is going to be what it like. I guess what I'm trying to say is that next year is going to be the end, not end all be all, but it's
mhm,
really going to be the big question for this team. Because
yeah,
if it doesn't happen and we're sitting at 500 or under 500 towards the All Star break, I think them trade rumors are really going to start to swirl at that point.
yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, but I think that's going to be really coming to life. Let me see if I've been trying to read this comment for 10 years, but I keep seeing Khalil's comments. So if the Hawks would have gotten Quinn Snyder earlier this season, would have probably had one of those higher seeds. Yeah, I agree, Philip. If Quinn Snyder would have gotten hired like well before the All Star break, then I think we would probably be sitting at a 5 seed right now. But we can't dwell on that. It is what it is. Um, we just hopefully can keep it moving going forward and get some wins. Brad, I got 2 kids and 2 jobs. I feel you, bro. Yeah, Brad, it's tough. It's tough balancing, all this. Like I said, man, YouTube, personal life, work, but I'll do my best, man. I'll do my best. So I know y'all appreciate it, and whoever doesn't appreciate it, I'm sorry, but that's just what it is.
I was really just about to say that we appreciate it. That you said it before me.
Yeah, and I appreciate y'all even understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because like there are some people mad out there. Like dude, bro, last night. I mean, but it's what it is, bro. I'm really not tripping. It is
I
what it
think
is.
Khalil's mad you're not answering his question, but that's just me personally.
No, I told you I'm not acknowledging that question, man. Toronto like 10-3 since Portland. Yeah, Toronto's been playing well recently, um, but they're still kind of. I don't know. I have my questions about them as well, but we'll I don't know.
No,
As a
it's
Hawks fan, the
see.
Hornets are my least favorite team. Yeah, I hate the Hornets. I hate the Knicks. I hate the Hornets. I hate a lot of teams, to be honest with you.
I feel that.
I hate a lot of teams, man. And really, like whenever whoever we're playing, like I'm just like, man, this team. Like
Yeah. Like it's not even that. Like if someone like one of their bench players just starts dropping 30 on us, I just automatically hate that team for the rest of my life.
facts. It's Bro, I'm the same way. Like whenever Bradley Beal gave us 37, I hated Bradley Beal in that
When
moment.
Terry Rozier was like putting 27 on us and then like I think it was 27 and something else. I
That's so
hated him.
disgusting. That's so
Like
disgusting. Letting Terry Rozier go crazy like that, not one game,
mhm,
but 2 games,
yeah,
is nasty. Is
he's
nasty. I,
terrible.
I really do hate the Hornets though. I like LaMelo Ball. I'm actually probably gonna buy a LaMelo Ball jersey, but I
Mhm.
hate everybody else on the Hornets. I don't. I like Mark Williams too though. I do like him. I ain't gonna. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna. I think he's a solid young center. Jaden Johnson is the key to us winning. Yeah, to an extent. I think he's a key component, but I wouldn't say he's
Yeah.
the major key. But I guess it just depends on the way you look at it. The East is pretty much wide open. I believe we will be 1-6 next year, maybe top 4. Yeah, I picked us as top 4 this year, and that obviously is not happening. But that was also before I thought we had a retard. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend. I didn't mean to say that. I don't want to offend anybody. A dumbass as a head coach before obviously they let him go. So my apologies for anybody you have family or something like that again. Listen, man, I tell bro, I can't be coming on here saying shit like
I didn't
that,
hear.
bro.
I didn't
I
hear. I
almost,
didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear.
I
Just
don't
move
mean any
on.
offense to anybody. I think AJ is out and Jalen is in, which is sad, but it worked last night. Yeah, Harry, I think it just depends on the matchup. We talked about it earlier. I think it just depends on the matchup, depending on if AJ is going to get into a rotation, and he's got to get back into a shooting rhythm for him to get minutes because if he's not hitting shots, he kind of is, he's kind of a liability. So
Yeah.
I really wish I could just scroll on here. I keep having to switch back and forth between my YouTube and
Yeah, that's
this.
annoying.
Yeah, but to see all the comments because it doesn't let me scroll. I don't know why. So yeah, that's fun. I guess it is what it is. DJ is going to resign team sees team directional Q. I mean, I hope we resign DJ, but
I feel good about that now that Quinn's here. I feel better about that than I did when we had Nate.
I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think we definitely have a better shot of resigning him now because with Nate, I don't think he legitimately like. I don't think anybody on the team liked playing for Nate. There was not
Yeah.
one person in the locker room that liked playing for Nate. So, man, I missed so many freaking comments. I'm so behind. We got like 5 minutes left. I'm trying.
Better hurry.
Oh, Trey said he wanted to win 1 to 3 championships. If we get one, I'll be satisfied. Like I said, man, if we get one, I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy. I just got to see something in my lifetime, man. We missed the Falcons, blow it. Yeah, the Braves won. That's cool. But I don't watch baseball.
I feel that. Like I'm an Atlanta guy, but in Braves, I just can't watch baseball.
Yeah, like I'm Atlanta all around, but it's like, yeah, the Braves won, but
It doesn't
Braves.
mean as much as me as if the
Yeah,
Hawks or Falcons won.
exactly. Like I did. Now, granted, I did stay up. I did watch the World Series the
I
year we
watched
won
the
the
last
Braves.
game, the one we won.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
last
I,
game
I
I
did watch
watched.
the entire series, which that's the first time I watched baseball in probably 20 years. But I did
Mhm.
watch it, and just because I wanted to see a celebration for a fucking Atlanta team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because we haven't seen that, man. Like, in our lifetime, we haven't seen that. Last time Atlanta team won was the Braves in '95, and a lot of y'all probably weren't even born yet.
Me.
So, I love the organization chose Trey over Nate. Yeah, I mean, Jacoby, I said it from the beginning. There was no chance that they're going to choose Nate over Trey.
Oh yeah,
I'm flying
easily.
into Atlanta if we win a championship 100%. You and me both. If we win a
Us
championship,
three.
I will be at the parade.
Oh, easily I will be there.
1,000%. I'll lose my job over it. I don't
I want to see Trey hold up the Finals MVP trophy.
care.
I want him to bring it there. I'm
Man,
just like,
that would be just a beautiful thing to see, man. I can't even. I will legitimately be on cloud nine, man. I'll probably cry. Probably
oh, I'm
cry
gonna
if it.
cry.
Yeah, I will probably cry if the Hawks win a championship because
I'm gonna
I
cry
was cried.
watching it,
Yeah,
and then when I'm
facts,
there,
facts, facts. Definitely, I will 1,000% cry because I almost cried when the Falcons lost the Super Bowl.
I did. But I was younger, so like that's all I've cared about really. Because like I watched the Hawks, but like I didn't care enough about basketball.
Yeah. See,
And
and like
then,
for me, I was always a bigger Falcons fan than Hawks fan.
mhm.
But recently, I've become a bigger. I've always been a Hawks fan, but I've always been a bigger Falcons fan than Hawks fan. But recently, I've turned into a bigger Hawks fan than Falcons fan. The Falcons lost that, and then they traded Julio. They traded Matt Ryan. I'm like, fuck this team, dude.
Yeah, I feel that because I didn't
Unless we
start.
get Lamar Jackson.
I didn't really start caring until we drafted like JC, but like I didn't pay as much attention. But then when we drafted Trey and Kevin, that's when I was like, okay, I kind of want to get back into this.
Man, I've been invested since the Joe Johnson days, man. I've been rocking with him since I was able to fall basketball. Now, granted, when I was a kid, I was a Sixers fan because AI. I mean,
Mhm.
y'all see my backdrop. AI is my all-time favorite player. So as a kid, you follow your favorite player, and then
Yeah,
once I understood the game more, that's when I was always a Hawks fan. But I still followed AI no matter where he went.
that's what I did with Braun because I was the biggest Braun fan you'll ever meet when I was younger.
Bro,
Every
my homeboy's a man. He stands by Braun in every single anything I say. Braun does this. Braun does that.
see now I
Oh
don't
my
care about
god.
Braun. I'm a Trey Young
Really?
guy. I don't know, like as I just got older, I just kind of stopped caring about Braun. Like I didn't like I don't know. I just always liked his historic like him against the whole Warriors or like him and Kyrie against everyone. Like I
Yeah,
kind of like that story. So like to me as a young kid, I could just see Braun like dunk on someone, and it make me happy, not knowing what happened. But I just saw
I
someone
feel
get
that.
dunked on.
Braun's cool, man. I used to hate him, but I like him now. He's
Yeah, I
he's
don't
he's
hate
all
him.
right.
I just like he's not my favorite.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that. All right, let me get caught up in these last couple comments, man, and we'll get on out of here because the game's about to start. So let's get through these last couple comments, and the game starts. I think it's on NBA TV. Hopefully, it doesn't start right away. Normally it's about 10 minutes. So
I think
the
so.
Braves has two championships with two championship coaches. Yeah, that's our only championships in Atlanta history, man. Is those two Braves. What do you think was wrong with the Clippers? Kawhi won in San Antonio and Toronto, but he's declining. Kawhi's declining, man. To be honest with you, if you watch Kawhi over the last 20 games, since he came back, like since December, Kawhi's playing at an MVP level, but the
Mhm.
Clippers just suck. I
Yeah.
don't know. Part of it's because Paul George has been inconsistent. Russell Westbrook can't make a jump shot now. They're 0-4 with him, and I don't know what's wrong with the Clippers. That's a
Yeah.
tough.
But
I really don't.
when they played us,
Yeah, of
best team I've ever
course.
seen.
Of course. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Same thing with the Hornets. Worst team in basketball, yet they play us and they're fucking 96 Bulls.
Yeah.
I saw Snyder creating a relationship with Jalen Johnson. Yeah, he was creating a relationship with Trey too, which was dope. Do y'all see Quinn Snyder adding next season a Steve Nash as one of his? I don't think so, Philip. I just don't think Steve Nash is a great coach.
Yeah.
Um, he just never really worked out in. He didn't work out in Brooklyn. He's not. I just like not every player, like former player, translate to being a great coach. So I don't really, I don't see him as being maybe an assistant. I don't know. I'm not high on Steve
I don't
Nash
know.
as a coach.
They just kind of threw him in that position. So like,
Yeah, facts. Like Kyrie didn't even want him,
yeah.
but I don't think Nate did, or I don't think KD did either. But uh, catch you after the game. All right, Brad. Appreciate you joining in, man. Again, I appreciate the membership as well. Just last couple comments here. The point I'm making is that it takes a championship coach to win. Oh, of course, Kool-Aid drinkers. Um, yeah, I agree. You have to have a championship coach, or else you can't win a championship. Falcons hurt 28-3. Yeah, yeah, we're all devastated, but
I
it
hate.
still
I
haunts
don't need
me.
to be reminded. I hate it.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Hmm.
I talk about it and I want to cry because
Yeah.
it upsets me.
It's so bad. Like,
Oh man. Last comment, John Jones or Sorrell Kane. Bones, man. Bones is the GOAT. One of my all-time favorite athletes. I was real big in the UFC a couple years ago whenever Bones was at his peak. And then after he, kind of got in trouble and wasn't really fighting, I kind of stopped watching it. But Bones is one of my all-time favorite athletes. I love Bones. I think your comment. I'm done with you, bro.
I just
All right,
maybe.
man. So that is pretty much it, man. We're gonna leave it there. Again, shout out to Teflon for joining into the stream. Y'all will see him on for streams going forward as well. And again, if y'all want to jump on one of these streams, click the membership link, become a level 3 member. You do not get it at level 1 or on level 2, unfortunately. Only at level 3. So right now, Teflon is the only one a level 3 membership. So he would be the only one on streams going forward. Hello, it's interesting. Bro, I'm not talking to y'all no more.
I just want to say thank you for having me. I really do appreciate it. But
No doubt, man. No doubt. I'm glad we was able to figure it out and get you on here. I'm very glad I figured it out. So I know how to
yeah,
do it going forward. So it'll be a lot easier process. So we're gonna get out of here, man. Again, shout out to Teflon. We will see y'all on the next stream. And let's go get this dub tonight, man.
hopefully.
All right, man. So appreciate you joining, bro. That
Mhm.
was dope. A lot of good conversation. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna be streaming next. So I'll keep you posted, and
All right.
I'm gonna get you on a couple going forward as well. So like I said, it won't be every stream, but
Mhm.
I'm
I mean,
gonna
I
definitely get
can't
you
join
one.
obviously because I'll be working. There's some nights I'll be working, so like I won't be able to
Yeah, I
join.
feel you.
But, like,
Yeah, I mean, let me know like if I'm streaming, just let me know if you're working, and
mhm.
if you're not working, I'll try and get you on whatever streams you're not working on, so you
All
kind
right.
of got a little bit more flexibility with when I can get you on here and everything. So that was dope,
All right.
man. I really
Hey, I
enjoyed that, and
appreciate
I
it. Thank
appreciate
you
you
so
joining, man.
much.
Yes, sir, man.
Thanks.
So I will holler at you next time,
I'll
man,
see
and
you, man.
keep a lookout for the recap, man.
All right, be safe, man.
All right, bro. We'll see you.